They are calling it Sunday Reset, Sunday Shutdown. Powerful media firms, the call for America, Sunday Reset. Have you noticed in the news that powerful media companies and influential unions are pushing Sunday Reset? In other countries, they started enforcing Sunday shutdown. Where is our world headed? Will there come a time that our freedom to worship the way the Bible says will be taken away? This is TIBP Media. February 7, 2025. An American media company promotes Sunday Reset as the ultimate day to reconnect, rest, and recharge. Pop Sugar is an American media and technology website owned by Vox Media Incorporated, a mass media company that runs many online brands, including SB Nation and The Verge. On January 31, 2025, Pop Sugar published an article entitled The Ultimate Sunday Reset, Checklist to Prepare for the Week Ahead, which pushed a narrative encouraging society to embrace Sunday as a culturally significant day, reinforcing its role as the foundation for a well-balanced, healthy life. BSMNightTerrent.org says, new trend of Sunday resets help promote self-care. The goal of a Sunday reset is self-care, according to social media advertisements. President Trump appeals to the world today to bring back Sunday churches.
You have more than the men, you have more than the women. You have such power, but you weren't allowed to use that power, and you're now allowed to use it. I get in there, you're going to be using that power at a level that you've never used it before. It's going to bring back the churchgoer. I mean, you have to see. I don't like the charts when I see charts where they're going in the wrong direction. We don't like that. We're going to bring it back, and I really believe it's the biggest thing missing from this country. It's the biggest thing missing. We have to bring back our religion. We have to bring back Christianity in this country.
The beast I saw resembled a leopard and had feet like those of a bear and a mouth like that of a lion. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have the fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. For an estimated 1.2 billion members of the Roman Catholic Church, comprising slightly more than half of the world's Christian population of 2.4 billion, the pronouncement of the Pope of Rome are authoritative. His pronouncement about marriage, divorce, the environment, and Sunday snapped up by the world's media outlets, and the Vatican eagerly wants to have a dialogue with President Trump. The reunion of the two beasts of the Antichrist and the USA is unstoppable. November 22, 2024. Vatican News says that the United Nations is seeking to work with both Roman Catholics and other religions to deliver climate change policies. Of course, the papacy will be at the center of this collective action, fighting to maintain Sunday as society's official recognized day of rest, aligns with working to impose the papal mark of authority on the people. Every time there is a public outcry to defend Sunday, this is just one more indication that our world is moving from the biblical Sabbath to the man-made institution of Rome. Laudato Si, paragraph 175. Given this situation, it is essential to devise stronger and more efficiently organized international institutions with functionaries who are appointed fairly by agreement among national governments and empowered to impose sanctions. Yes, the Vatican is positioning itself to be in the leading role when it comes to influencing the nations, when it comes to adopting environmental conscious policies and laws. This is the very essence of Laudato Si. In an attempt to change the world, the Pope calls on everyone to accept climate action as the new moral and social imperative. Question: did Pope Francis admit that the Sabbath is holy?
El séptimo día descansó. Lo que los judíos tienen, ¿no es cierto?, los observantes, como sagrado cumplir el Shabbat. El sábado se descansa.
Sunday rest is historically rooted in papal decrees rather than divine commands, and will be one of the signs that will signal the global apostasy that will lead people away from biblical truth. Donald Trump says, "I want to give power back to the church because the church has to have more power." And he is talking about evangelical church. The spirit of prophecy says, Sunday keeping is an institution of the first beast, that is the papacy. And all who submit to obey this institution emphatically worships the first beast and receive his mark, the mark of the beast. Those who worship the beast and his image by observing the first day, which is Sunday, are certainly idolaters, as were the worshippers of the golden calf. For us Christians, he said, the center of the Lord's Day, Sunday, is the Eucharist, which means Thanksgiving. In 321 AD, Constantine declared Sunday as sacred. This is one of the pagan beliefs. This is one passed to the Pope, a pagan tradition handed to Rome. On March 7, 321 AD, on this day, Constantine decreed the day of the sun as a day of rest. Constantine decreed that Dies Solis, or the day of the sun, should be observed as a universal day of rest. Constantine chose Sunday to be the day for Christian worship, as it already enjoyed special status in the Roman week, named after the pagan sun god Invictus. Those who honor the Bible Sabbath will be denounced as enemies of law and order, as breaking down the moral restraints of society, causing anarchy and corruption, and calling down the judgments of God upon the earth. Their conscientious scruples will be pronounced obstinacy, stubbornness, and contempt of authority. They will be accused of disaffection toward the government. The Roman Catholic Church changed the observance of the Sabbath to Sunday by right of the divine infallible authority given her by her founder Jesus Christ. The Protestant, claiming the Bible to be the one only guide of faith, has no warrant for observing Sunday. In this matter, the Seventh-day Adventist is the only consistent Protestant. People who think that the scriptures should be the sole authority should logically become Seventh-day Adventists and keep Saturday holy. The labor industry, along with the churches and the news media, is aligning itself in order to achieve one ultimate objective. They are working to obtain the same outcome. They are campaigning to make Sunday popular again. According to God's prophetic word, there would be a popular demand for Sunday observance. Rulers and legislators, in order to secure public favor, will lead to the popular demand for a law enforcing Sunday observance. Great controversy.
أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء.
Sì al dialogo e no alla violenza. sì al negoziato e no alle ostilità, sì al rispetto dei patti e no alle provocazioni, sì alla sincerità e no alla doppiezza. Spezzare la spirale dell'odio e della violenza, a spezzarla con una sola parola: fratello. Ma per dire questa parola dobbiamo alzare tutti lo sguardo al cielo e riconoscere.
They accuse Jesus of being a sinner for breaking the Sabbath. The religious leaders at that time, they are just making baseless, malicious accusations. John 9 verse 16. Jesus did not violate the Sabbath because violating the Sabbath is a sin. And the Bible says that Jesus was tempted in all points, yet without sin. It was just one of the accusations of the leaders of his time. The same accusation will be repeated at end time to those who will choose to obey Jesus by keeping the Sabbath. You are destroying the peace of the world, they will say. Sunday is for self-care. Sunday is for family. That will be the accusation. And Sabbath keepers will be treated as dissenters, enemies of the law. The seal of Jesus as the Creator is found in the fourth commandment, dear friend. His position, Creator. His name, Lord. His territory, heaven and earth. Jesus could not violate the Sabbath because He is the Lord of the Sabbath. Mark 2:28. Dear friends, all of these current events, these headlines should be wake-up calls, should be eye-openers to us. And we know that Jesus is coming soon. He is gathering His people right now. So let us spread the gospel in meekness and love. Kindly type in the comment section, I reject the papal Sabbath. I reject the papal Sabbath. Thank you, dear friends, for listening to this important update. Kindly share and continue to preach truth found in Bible prophecy.